Všetko pochádza zo zeme a je prírodou stvorené. Prenechaj to našim deťom, nie je celé zničené. Máme pôdu bohatú, takú ju chceme mať. Tak sa zjednoťme a poďme zaspievať. La le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la le 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 le, la la le 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 le. Život bohatý je dnes a musí zostať naďalej. Pre všetky deti na svete už máme riešenie. Veľa šancí nemáme, takých akú máme dnes. Tak sa zjednoťme a spolu spievajme. La le 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 le, la le 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 le, la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la le 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 le, la 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 le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la le 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 le. Chceme čeliť takých mis, aby na zemi zostali. Za zdravú pôdu, život zdravý. Le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la le 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 le, la 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 le 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 le, la 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 la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le,
Raz, dva. Super. Tak som si aspoň zopakovala matematiku. Veľký potles, toto bolo perfektné. Ja mám pocit... Hej! Áno. Ja mám pocit, že táto skladba, alebo tento song má veľký potenciál nielen zachrániť pôdu, keď sa teda do toho trošku obujeme všetci spoločne, ale akože aj na Slovensku ho môžeme využívať spoločne s tým tancom na také celkom dobré zahriatie, keď je ešte takéto aprílové počasie, takže odporúčam naozaj aj v rámci zahrievania. Kto sa stihol naučiť nejaké slova? Stihli ste niečo pochytiť? Lej, to vieme všetci, že? Áno, aj to je perfektné. Super. No, poďme sa trošku povzdelávať, pretože máme tu aj nainštalovanú túto veľkú obrazovku, takže Nech sa páči, svoje pohľady skúste nasmerovať práve tam, pretože toto krátke video vám trošku ozrejmí, že prečo sme tu a prečo je naozaj potrebné trošku sa viac zaoberať otázkami pôdy, nielen vody, celkovo klímy, ale naozaj prečo je tá pôda pre nás tak veľmi dôležitá. Takže nech sa páči, máme ho pripravené? Môžeme ísť na to? Ja verím, že áno. A keď nebude pripravené, tak si môžeme ešte zaspievať, tak potom prídite niekto ku mne. Môžeme? Dobre, perfektné, tak ideme na to, nech sa páči. Chalani to chcú dať trošku vyššie, nech všetci vidíte ešte, tak im dajte chvíľu času a bude to ešte lepšie. Áno, potlesk sa vždy zíde. Ďakujeme. Perfektné. Mám pocit, že Soulman má veľkú silu, že práve on to celé zachránil. Super. Vyživuje ťa pôda, tak to má byť.
Carbon emissions and global warming and various other aspects, but we are not addressing soil. Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. Once there is no richness in soil, then you have forsaken the planet in many ways. Every responsible scientist in the world and the UN agencies are clearly saying we have only 80 to 100 harvests left. That means approximately 45 to 50 years of agricultural soil left on the planet. By 2045, we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. Civil wars will unfold across the world once there is food shortage. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Why is soil becoming extinct? Where is it going away? What is happening to our soil? We must understand, if you add organic content to sand, sand will turn into soil. If you remove all organic content from the soil, soil will become sand. In normal agricultural soil, the minimum organic content should be between 3 to 6%. The most minimum is 3%. At least this minimum to keep the soil alive, to keep the soil as living soil is a must. Agricultural soils across the world, the depletion is so heavy. In most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate one orange in 1920s, what you got from it, now in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. It is this magic beneath our feet which has produced the life that we are. This first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me.
We have to begin to recognize that what we call our soil, Mother Earth, is a living organism.
Open soils, ripped open by plowing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. So we must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. Many global leaders and influencers are already participating in the movement. Be a part of this and let us make it happen.
From my part, as much as I can contribute.
And the movement that you are taken up, I could not expect any more God's blessing than that.
Sadhguru, and this campaign is so important.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
And saving the soils.
And our planet's future depend on it.
Sadhguru, save soil, my friend.
Save soil, let's make it happen.
Antigua and Barbuda is part of the Save Soil mission.
We commend you for what you're doing. That is why we are happy to sign the MOU.
The science and philosophy that backs the thought behind the movement is tremendous.
Save soil.
Tak
Let's
čo?
make it happen.
Veľký potles, áno, podporme si to takto navzájom a poďme to uskutočniť. A keď sa tak pozerám na hodinky, tak máme pár minút do toho času a do toho momentu, kedy Sadhguru príde. Mám taký dobrý návrh, že poďme si to ešte trošku rozprúdiť a mám pocit, že ste si veľmi dobre nacvičili celý ten song, celú tú pesničku, aj v slovenčine, máte k tomu aj perfektný taneček, tak poďme si to dať ešte raz. Nech sa páči. Ríšo, poď sem, odovzdávam ti mikrofón, ideš vraj spievať. Nie? Folklór, dobre, tak nič. Tak sa nám to tu trošku mení. Babi, vy ste pripravené? Ideme na to? Mikrofóny máte, alebo vám posuniem? Nemáte? No poďte ku mne, poďte si ho zobrať. Celé sa to tu melie za pochodu. Máte? Aj ja spievať nebudem, to by nebolo dobré. Poďte rýchlo. Nech sa páči. Áno. Folklór, no.
tak ďakujem krásne. Tak si to dáme ešte raz, chlapci. Môžeme? Môžeme? Oh, yeah, we're back. Okay. So, we can try it.
Oddam się, nie oddam i do meše pridám. Ja svojej macerece škorobíc nedám. Na gambočky kupca mala a na líčka malíra. Bože, ja čo Bože hore netrímala. Na gambičky kupca mala a na líčka líčka malíra, čože sa ja Bože hore netrímala, čože sa ja Bože netrímala hore, ja na svoje líčka červené sa moje, na gambičky kupca mala a na líčka malíra, čože sa ja Bože hore netrímala, na gambičky kupca mala a na líčka malíra, čože sa ja Bože hore netrímala. Frajerše mi žení, na voľu ho dávam, najbere, keho chce, ja še nevydávam. Na gambičky kupca mala a na líčka malíra, čože ja še Bože hore natrímala. Na gambičky kupca mala a na líčka malíra, čože ja še Bože hore natrímala.
Ďakujeme krásne.
Dobrý deň všetkým ešte raz. V rámci čakania na Sadhguruho a kvôli streamovaniu na YouTube by sme vám radi zopakovali pieseň, ktorú ste už dnes počuli, pieseň Bludár.
Neverím nikomu, neverím ani vám. Tie vaše keci o živote z duše neznášam. Neverím vlastným slovám, premýšľam, kam sa schovám. Pred sebou a celým svetom. Odkážte mojim deťom, že som ich miloval, že ocko blúdi svetom, lebo sebou pohrdal. Odkážte mojej žienke, že mi bude chýbať, že už sa nemusí s milencami skrývať, že ja to chápem, hoci ma to veľmi bolí, že som ju miloval už keď sme deťmi boli. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť. Dovtedy budem bludár. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť. Dovtedy budem bludár. Neveríš nikomu, neveríš ani nám, stále sa ukrývaš ako taký partizán. Neveríš našim slovám, premýšľaš, kam sa schováš, pred sebou a celým svetom. Dobre, odkážem tvojim deťom, že si ich miloval, že ocko blúdi svetom, lebo sa ľutoval. Odkážem tvojej žienke, že ti bude chýbať, že už sa nemusí so mnou viacej skrývať, že ty to chápeš, hoci ťa to veľmi bolí, že si ju miloval už keď ste deťmi boli. Dovtedy budeš po svete blúdiť, kým nezačneš sa viacej ľúbiť. Dovtedy budeš bludár. Dovtedy budeš po svete blúdiť, kým nezačneš sa viacej ľúbiť. Dovtedy budeš bludár. Ak chcete v kľude, spievajte s nami, text je hej namae, 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 hej namae. Blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť, dovtedy budem bludár. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť, dovtedy budem bludár. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť, dovtedy budem bludár. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť, dovtedy budem bludár. viacej ľúbiť, dovtedy budem bludár. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť. Dovtedy budem bludár. Dovtedy budem po svete blúdiť, kým nezačnem sa viacej ľúbiť. Dovtedy budem bludár.
našim deťom nie celé zničené. Máme pôdu bohatú, takú ju chceme mať, tak sa zjednoťme a spolu spievajme na le 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 le. Na le 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 le. Na le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. Na le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La 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 le 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 le. Život bohatý je dnes a budúci zás ďalej. Pre všetky deti na svete už máme riešenie. Veľa šancí nemáme, takých ako máme dnes. Tak sa zjednoťme a spolu spievajme la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La 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 le 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 le. La 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 le 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 le. Chceme včely vtáky hmyz, aby na zemi zostali, za zdravú pôdu, život zdravý. La le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La la le 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 le. La le 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 le. La 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 le 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 le. La 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 le 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 le. La le 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 le. La le 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 le. La la 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 le 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 Všetko pochádza zo zeme a je prírodou stvorené. Prenechaj to našim deťom, nie celé zničené. Máme pôdu bohatú, takú ju chceme mať. Tak sa zjednoťme a poďme spievajme. La le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le, la la le 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 le. La 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 la, la 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 la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la
la la la la la
Život bohatý je dnes, zostať naďalej. Pre všetky deti na svete už máme riešenie. La la le la le la le, la la le la le la le le, la la le la le la le, la le la le la le, la la le la le la le, la la le la le la le le, la la le la le la le.
This is nice here in Bratislava. There is sunlight all along the way. It's been raining and cloudy and cold. You got nice weather for me out here. Well, it's wonderful to be here. They have their own celebration going. Without good soil, there is no good beer. You need to tell them that. My gratitude for ma'am, you being here and both of you. Very important. Please. This soil becoming a big issue in the world is the worst thing that could happen. But we as a generation of people have this opportunity that we can be either that generation which turned back from the brink of a disaster, or that generation which slept through and fell into the disaster, and of course grieve about the disaster later on. Because as human beings, we have done this too often. How many times have we made up our mind, never again there shall be a war, and again we get into the same thing and then grieve about it. Let's not do this with this soil, because if we do that, we shall not recover. That's what it is. So, it's great that all of you are here in Bratislava, and as a nation, as you have such a beautiful country, I've been driving through since morning. Everybody asks me, Sadhguru, what can I do, what can I do? Immediately they want to roll up their sleeves and go back home and fix their kitchen garden. That's not going to help. That's very cute of you, but that's not a solution. That's wonderful, it must be done for sure, but that is not a solution. Because a time has come, you doing a little pretty thing for your soil, the soil around you, and me doing something wherever I am is not good enough. A time has come when a global policy is needed to see that future generations have living soil all across the world. This is a must. about we doing good things. That time is gone, we should have done that long time ago. Now, a proper policy which clearly mandates all agricultural lands in the world to maintain a minimum organic content has become a must. And right now, many nations are moving towards that already. The Save Soil movement has been having its impact. Just to tell you a few things, well, about nearly 72 to 73 nations have already signed up. And at the COP15, 197 nations, including EU, have confirmed their participation, where the main agenda is soil. And for the very first time in the World Economic Forum at Davos, which is a business summit, we have made soil an important part of that summit this time, in the month of May. And the Commonwealth nations, in their meeting at the end of June, have also made soil an important agenda. And the government of Germany, as you know by now, has directed all their schools asking their children to make paintings to support Save Soil movement. The very Education Ministry has done this, and they've allocated $4.5 billion as dedicated towards soil ecology for this year. Indian government has dedicated $2.3 billion in the last 10 days towards soil ecology. So it's beginning to happen. And here we have Slovakian Minister of Agriculture, I'm saying the right thing? Member of the Parliament, please. Ms. Romana, please, if you can say something.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Slovakia. Big applause for Minister. Thank you. And also for you, pre vás. Ja len veľmi krátko, príjemný dobrý deň vám prajem. Je úžasné tu byť, úžasná energia. Je našou povinnosťou chrániť našu pôdu. Robíme to nielen pre nás, ale pre našu budúcnosť, pre naše deti. Ja sa teraz opýtam pána, že či bude môjim hosťom v parlamente. Would you be my guest at the parliament today? Awesome, okay. A ďakujem veľmi pekne, že ste prišli a nechcem sľubovať veľa vecí, ale robím preto všetko, aby sme mali veľmi silno, právne to ošetrené, aby našu pôdu, aby sme si chránili. Ďakujem veľmi pekne.
Ma'am,
Dobrý deň, Slovakia. We are very fortunate to have the presence of Sadhguru among us in Bratislava today. It is also a very auspicious day for my Indian friends as we celebrate Hanuman Jayanti today. Sadhguru needs no introduction, but few of us who don't know him. He is a yogi, mystic, and visionary personality. He is the founder of Isha Foundation in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. He is involved in numerous exceptional services to the mankind. This year, India is celebrating 75th year of independence, called as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Sadhguru Ji had started this global movement, concept Planet Save Soil. It is a very good initiative, as you all have seen, which is being promoted before the arrival of Sadhguru Ji here. This movement is supported by the Government of India, UN Convention on Desertification, and world-renowned personalities. Sadhguru Ji started his journey on 21st of March, sorry, 4 more days earlier. And on his traveling, he's traveling for 100 days, covering many countries and bringing awareness that it is the time for the entire world to speak about the soil. We all are connected with soil in some way or the other. And this is the right time. Let us all join together to save the soil. We can do it. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much, Sadhguruji, for initiating this global movement. Many thanks.
We have found so many ways to divide humanity in the name of race, religion, nationality, caste, creed, gender. In so many ways we have divided ourselves. So soil or Save Soil movement is not only about the ecological aspect of it, it is also a common factor between all human beings. We all come from soil, we are thriving on soil. When we die, we go back to the soil. Everything that you see, whether it's a worm, insect, tree, bird, animal, humans, just everything is soil. The food that you eat is soil, the clothes that you wear is soil. Just about everything that you know as life is soil. But unfortunately, out of our ignorance and apathy, we brought this to a place where soil, when we refer to soil, we're talking about soil extinction for the first time. This has happened not because of some evil design from somebody, this has happened simply because we are like… you heard of that potato farmer? Huh? No? There was a potato farmer. Hey, when I tell you a story, you say, ah, there was a potato farmer. And one day he wanted to eat apples. Oh. Then he went to the apple tree. But out of sheer habit, he started digging for apples in the ground. Same sound for everything. What's the matter with you? And out of sheer habit, he started digging the earth for apples. When he did not find any apples, he became furious and dug furiously. After some time, the tree came down upon him. This is the story of our generation. Yes, in search of human happiness and well-being, we are turning the world upside down. It's time to understand that human experience, whatever it is, pain and pleasure, joy and misery, agony and ecstasy, everything comes from within us. It can never be extracted from the world. If we don't get this one thing, we will go on causing more and more damage. If we become joyful by our own nature, we will only do what is needed, nothing more, nothing less. That's what needs to happen. A human being has to move from compulsive, instinctive activity to a more conscious activity. This is only possible when you're peaceful and joyful by your own nature, not because of something else. So this has to happen for all the people in Slovakia, but Bratislava, am I saying it correct? Yes, sir. So, this is an important thing. We understand that human experience cannot be extracted from the world around us. We can only extract comfort and conveniences. We cannot extract happiness and well-being from outside. Till we get this, we will go on damaging the world. But right now a time has come, we must stand up for that which is the source of our life. Nobody ever imagined 100 years ago that we will have to save soil of all the things. But that's where we are. So I'm sure here people in Bratislava and Slovakia will not fail this. The voice of Bratislava should be heard across the world. Hello? Today morning, a group of performers from the yoga center are joining us next week. All young people with less than 25 years of age, all of them. I asked them, do you know where is Bratislava? None of them knew. I said, just find out and let me know So they will find out by now, they should have found out. So it's important, the voice of Bratislava is heard across the world. Will you make it happen? Your voice for the soil on this planet must be heard across the world. Please make that happen, because this is the moment. This is our time on the planet. What we do here is our business. Let's do the right things. There are many little boys… Can I call you a child? No. Oh, he's a big boy. The little… So when you see these little wonderful children, what is our contribution to their life? Are we going to leave them in a world where they have to fight for their food on a daily basis? Hello? If we have to leave them a good opportunity, we cannot decide how they will live, but allowing them a good opportunity to live well is our business. How they live is their business, of course, but at least leaving the fundamentals of life which are most important, like food, water and air, most important for anybody to build any kind of life, we should not deny them that. Right now, UNFAO is saying the food that we are eating today, the soil that we are consuming today, actually doesn't even belong to these little children, it belongs to the unborn child. An unborn child means the most helpless life, totally defenseless life. Eating up the food that belongs to the unborn child grieves my heart. In my emotion, it feels like a crime against humanity. Let's not do this. Please, thank you very much for being here. Here there is a soil man. Is this the only guy who is a soil man? What are you, huh? What are you, huh? What are you? He is a soil man, what are you? Yes, all of us made of the same stuff, somehow we've forgotten. We look different, we speak different, we think we are different, but essentially we are this. Will you get this now, or will you get this when you're buried? This is all the choice you have. Let's get it now and make the difference. Thank you very much. Namaskaram.